Okay, mic test, mic test, mic test, mic test, mic test, mic test. Alright, feature race time, everybody. Hello, everyone, and it's about time to get racing for the first in track ones for the first time for the inaugural IMRP trophy. Right, right here, I won't. Oh wait, I already did that. It is basically. So if you don't, so if you're still new, the IMRP trophy is basically a once a year event. Once a year event as part of the Patriot Grand Prix calendar every year since 2019. And of course IMRP is the newest invitation here for this year's Patriot GP. And as per usual, I'm Dave Speedpro, and we welcome Robo Mesa of SOC.
I'm gonna post it. You got yours out, then oh shit, I got Nate P3. P3. Oops.
Yep. So this is Robo Mesa of SOC. Welcome to the stream.
Hi. The two of us are gonna be running streams here, kind of just to get different angles, and it's honestly cool to be here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool to be honest, because triathlons is a track we've never seen before until 2 weeks ago, and now to have an event going will be an absolute honor for us, since we haven't had this opportunity in the past. But now with IMRP having such a popularity last year, we'll thank Robo Mesa for the opportunity. But for now, we'll have the feature race to complete. And so we're about to roll off for the out lap for the grid.
Let me oh shit. Okay. We'll get to that in a moment. Alright.
Third person cam. Not many people use first person cam, which is kind of interesting.
How the lights can turn yellow.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, it's time for the roll off. NXF, oh. So 99 RC goes off as NXF is delayed. So Robin is now at the hairpin, so you should be able to catch up.
I'm just gonna coast here.
Oh, of course this is AFK at the moment. One thing.
Alright.
You good? Right, so everyone's on their grid. Attack Tide arrives on his pole spot.
There's one car there. Are you gonna remove the other 3 cars? Or are you gonna leave? Oh,
Yo,
yeah, never mind.
Yo,
Disregard what I'm saying.
yo, wait.
Alright. Got, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, of course it's this. Oh, of course it's this DC. Okay.
Yeah, get the stream that you got going up on the
we're still missing a good chunk that have no. At least 3 of them have no drivers assigned. Those 3 are our 3 Ferraris. 1 from Union, 2 from Dragon Racing Team. Yep. Number 3 should be Pio. He's not here at the moment.
Here we go.
Alright.
This is what's the seat? This is 65. 65 bucks.
65.
Alright. Yeah, that's fine there.
Yeah, Pio is 8, but he's not here. Yeah, Pio is 8, but he's not here. Brandon is not here either. Don't know whose his substitute is. But HWG is probably asleep. Pio's might be asleep, so Antonio Richmond is here. The couple drivers would move up. Yeah. Ferrari behind you. Yeah. Okay. So the 45 Ferraris arrive in their correct spot. Alright. Alright, so everyone turn off your engines. Okay. Alright. So it should be starting about 1:08:30. So it'll be ending at 1:08:13. I know 10:08:30 p.m. Alright, that's your minute of over a minute of silence technically. So now it is about time to get racing here for the inaugural IMRP trophy.
Alright, also again a reminder that I will be commentating. If you do not want to be hearing someone speaking the entire time, please mute me before I get annoyed. I don't want to be annoying to any of you guys, so it is possible to mute me, right?
Yeah, it's on stream. It's picking up on my stream.
Yeah. More so speak for the drivers here. Like if anyone doesn't want to hear commentary, just mute me.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm assuming there will be no one left. So now it's time for the grid. On pole position then is the number 18 team plate Porsche of the Tech Type 007. This guy made his debut last in the recently finished season. He impressed. I put his car on the podium, and I got the chance from Team Fave to race in a Porsche ahead of next season. On the front of the grid then is his future teammate 99C in the number 29. Number 29 will run a preliminary paying tribute to Secret Motorsport back in 2003 for the 24 Hours of Le Mans. In third position then is the number 47 Nitrotech Competition Porsche NXT NCs. Will be starting the car. I can't remember who his co-driver will be. We'll be late for him. Oh, don't jump again. Yeah, the Indonesian driver will substitute for the Australian and later in the race. In fourth then is the Menkitsu, who's been super competitive the last in heat number 2. That put him in fourth position as an even starter. In fifth position is the 33 Auto Racing BMW of Alex Red 93. Let's see at least one BMW on the grid. Speaking of front end to cars, here is Aston Martin in P6. The number 26 Aston Martin, Aston Martin, driven by what's his name, Europe FX2. The Bangladesh team hopes they'll make some mods for IMRP in the upcoming season and in the trophy. 27. In 7th then is Tony Original in the number 12 Coca-Cola Racing Porsche. That's not the only Coca-Cola Racing Porsche on the grid, as we have his teammate Positive Vibes, who normally raced for Favorite and Code Esports. He's in season 8. Nice, got the opportunity to race for Coca-Cola Racing. He will start that car, start the 112 Porsche in 8th. 9th then is a Ferrari, just that one Ferrari will start the race. Jade Versus will drive the number 45 in-person Ferrari. In 10th then, the ultimate spot is Apkosis, the Indonesian now a veteran in IMRP. We'll put the Ultra Motorsport BMW in a decent position, and 12th then is the Freedom Racing Chevrolet Corvette C8R.
Or T7 Jake.
Yeah, T7 Jake will start the car as a version set church, but we'll see him later in the race as a co-driver in the number 41 Corvette. So that's your grid for the inaugural IMRP trophy. And now we're just about to get ready to rumble. Right. Seem to be in a decent position. Alright.
Driver's now preparing on the grid as the lights in a few moments will be turning all red and then all black. Really enjoying a can of great energy as we're bringing up this grid. And that should highlight the rest of the day.
Alright, so we're about to get... Alright, everyone is all ready. It is about time. Start the features of course, reminder, one mandatory pit stop. So, and no driver stops mandatory. So, if anyone's in a different time zone, it's about is near their bedtime and it's like co-driver, please do so. It'll be around an hour, I think. So this should go. All right. Alright. Alright. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. Alright, we're about to get racing for the first time here at Track Worlds. The IMRP trophy is going.
Looks like a great start for T7 Jake. Porsche now all the way in the back. I think that was the one that started in 4th place. As Aston Martin making their way up the hill, they're now side by side for the lead through Fil Rouge. for the second place spot. I think there's actually 3 cars there. T7 Jake actually making up ground through the inside there. As there's a huge wad of cars that make their way through the club sector around to the carousel. Aston Martin still side by side. I think that might be Oceana.
Oceana down the as he take and the opening driver takes the lead. Let's look behind 99 RCs. Oh, it was a big squabble down the hairpin, and Upcosis will take second place and is now nearing the Nichibotsu McLaren. This is pretty close.
Lights are green. I am sorry about that one. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, well, as it goes, the first leader will be Oceana. Or wait, no, it won't. Yes, it will. Sorry. Seen stuff.
Oh, someone's flipped. Tony Original in the 12th. That's a flip down the chicane. My goodness. Yes, I can't imagine how big that of a flip that was.
Meanwhile, up for the lead, 99RC and Oceana side by side as they make their way down to the hairpin. And it looks like Oceana's gonna get away with it. The Aston Martin there of Coast, excuse me. Is it Coast or Giram? It's Giram. Giram's the Aston Martin driver. Sorry, still getting used to these names.
So down the chicane. Oh, the mistake from Alex Red. He goes wide the exit of the chicane. That's gonna cost him several positions, unfortunately. But T7 Jake is picking up some ground. He's now in the top 10. But that's not the last one, as exit NC's in the Nitro Check Porsche is looking behind the Freedom Racing Corvette. And outside,
a 4-car battle going on.
There's a 4-car battle at the moment.
Currently for the podium, actually, mind you. As they make their way to the carousel, that looks like Astera and a few other cars. I'm still trying to figure them out. Astera, though, to the point, as there's 3 wide through the hairpin as they exit. Astera to the point.
99 RC right behind the Coca-Cola Racing Porsche, and up close is within the tail of the 2 Porsches. Remember, these Porsches, big lose from both of them, but Russell Black's got the worst of it. But he stays third.
Can't stress enough how scary it is seeing a car going on grass here. Most other classes, thank goodness these things could manage the grass. But when you go in the grass in most cars, it's death. It's death.
Indeed.
But these things handle pretty good.
They were pretty well tuned, but these were made for several circuits on the calendar last in the season.
There's a spin there for 99RC.
Oh, 99RC Club was the inside wall of the hairpin. That's gonna cost them a lot. My goodness, the front row starter just had a problem down the hairpin, and now it's behind the Freedom Racing Corvette for a brief moment. Let's now repass it.
Upcoast is picking up ground here on 99RC. They make their way through the final turn. 99RC goes wide. Here's Upcoast is now side by side into turn 1, I believe. I got a lag spike.
Yeah, lag spikes can be quite bad.
I'm American, so everything I see is just amplified.
Yeah.
So, it looks like 99RC is going to run away with it, but though they go a little bit wide, Upcoast is not out of reach here. There's Astera also not far behind. As Upcoast is now making a move into the hairpin, they make their way out. Upcoast is now ahead of 99RC.
Attack tie.
Attack tie? That's a tack tie.
Yeah,
that's a tack tie. Sorry, the 2 really good white Porsches.
Oh, you can.
Very similar.
Good thing you can distinction, but with the banners and the with the side mirrors.
Let's see. I see. Black one is okay. Black and white mirrors. Okay. Meanwhile, they make the way up the hill. Upcoast, I believe, there was inching. Oh, what happened to Upcoast? They must have had a lag spike, or what happened?
I think
Upcoast is just frozen on track.
I think it's disconnected. So, oh my goodness, it's happened to him in season 8, and now that's gonna put him out of contention for a good while. So Tech Tie inherits second, and Hostile Bison inherits third. So Kostas has virtually disconnected from the game. And unfortunately that's happened to him again in the trophy. Someone's off and 99RC in the wall to chicane. It was just catching up to the Arthur Racing BMW. And up to 8th. So Kostas has, yep, disconnected.
Tucson Jake in here with Nitz to make the way up a hill. And it looks like Nitz is going to make the way by T7 Jake. For practically having zero practice here, T7 Jake has been holding off pretty well as they're racing currently for 7th place.
Right, Kostas should be on now. Kostas is now underway again. And at the moment, it's Reed the Mega Kids with a pretty huge gap from attack time by 4.8 seconds, but Positive Vibes is not too far behind from the Team Fight Porsche. Impressive run so far from Project Interesting.
And IRC picking up the ground here on Alex Red. They make their way up the hill. Alex Red tap the wall in turn 1. G7 Jake, you also see side by side with Nitz. Is it Nitz? I don't know how to pronounce that name.
And except NCs. Nice. G7 Jake now substituting for Accrucian. Trying to hold off the Nitrotech Porsche. This is a battle for virtually for 8th position. And Tony Naruto.
Oh, meanwhile, sorry. There's something in the hairpin. That's kind of cool. Nothing crazy. Still the battle going on down the hill. As T7 Jake making a dive bomb into the chicane. We're gonna see who's being ahead on the exit. And looks like it's gonna be Jake.
99RC catching up to the Project Inter Aston. Good run so far from Europe FX2. Remember, this guy almost started 7th yesterday in heat number 1. He was the position by half a car length. So now he's got revenge from RP Racing. He's now well ahead of that BMW by not a huge gap, by a huge margin. But otherwise, it's above the front engine cars. RC's passed, gear in full position, so the Philippine driver is making up some ground. G7 Jake still holding up very well, albeit in 8th position. Jay Vissers in the 8th course of Ferrari still holding up very well. Oh, not so much. As I said that, he goes off. Huge off at the chicane. And a big mistake for the Dutch driver. He gets going, but at what cost? He uses a ton of time there to chicane. Of course, this is now up on the lead lap again. So and this is still holding off the Freedom Racing Corvette as the Nitrotech Porsche is starting to catch up the 33 BMW as it goes. Oh no, never mind. That threw me off. No, looks like the Jin was threw me off like several times already.
So Jake closing in a little bit here again on the I think that's Porsche head of Nitz Finis or Nitz Finis?
And it's Finis.
And that's Finis. Thank you.
Okay.
Alright. But seemingly backing off through the carousel and no further action. I think as the time though. Let's see if anything pops up on the hairpin. There is. Never mind. I thought there's some pretty big rubber banding going on from my POV, so I was a little bit off it. We're all good. T7 Jake not moving. That's rubber banding. T7 Jake though closing in as they're making their way into the front stretch, and Jake gonna a little bit above the sausage curve, homing in like a SAM missile. That's probably not a good joke, but you got the American car. All right.
So Positive Vibes is starting to pick up the pace now. He's only 1.4 seconds from attack time. So beach whip, and that's Jay versus again at the chicane. This time resulting with a flip. So the Dutch driver has had a torrid start to his IMRP trophy so far. My goodness. But nonetheless, we're still glad we got of course, a Ferrari on track for the future race. But unfortunately, that's gonna unravel real bad for Jay Vissers as he goes straight to the pits. So he's the first car straight to the pits. I'm going back to the action right now. As Positive Vibes now up to second. No, up to second, and as attack tie is losing some ground as he tries to get past the number 12 Porsche as Tony Oates just hits the wall at the exit of the hairpin. And Jay Versus goes out of the pits. So a quick pit stop from the Dutchman as he gets passed once again by Reed Mangi, hits your current leader. Alida. He has a pretty decent gap, 5.3 seconds, so not a huge gap by any means, but Positive Vibes is starting to make up some ground.
They made a move got by Alex Red there, off screen I think for the both of us. T7 Jake also right there. Might see a 3-car battle. Here's Jake with a good looking run up Faux Rouge.
Also had a mistake down turn 1. That's going to open the door for T7 to make a move. Down to turn 4, this is pretty close, over the curves, and then going to give T7 to position.
Jake now through the carousel, back in 8th place, or actually I believe 7th place. The next target's going to be Enet's Finis, or it's a cardinal sin for me to pronounce their name, so should I even try at this point? Anyways, like Alex Red trying to go side by side once again with Jake through the chicane. They are rubber banding a lot, so from my perspective, it is a little bit tough to figure out what's going on. Alex Red taps the wall off the final turn, and there goes 7th place back to Jake. So Jake closing in for the 6th place position, Porsche.
Nitrotech is in danger now as T7 Jake is starting to reel in the back of the Nitrotech Porsche. As they try to pass number 12 Coca-Cola Racing Porsche, so the original trap behind the cars on the lead lap. And XM still trapped and
so Jake side by side for 6th place. Has to make the way to turn 1 with Porsche.
It's a pretty close side by side on my screen. I think T7 Jake gets to run uphill up Valhouche. And he tries to get past the number 12 Porsche. And XM is still trapped. He's trying to get around him, but he's still struggling to get to shake the number 12 Porsche off, and XM will have to battle him down hairpin, and he clears him. So T7 Jake up to 6th, and XM loses a couple tenths to the number 12 Porsche. But a valiant effort nonetheless from the 41.
Jake coming into the grass. That's going to now make the Porsche go side by side. As they make their way through the front straightaway, still running side by side. The Porsche looking like they're picking a little bit ahead of T7 Jake.
Over the curves. Oh, 10x hits the wall, turn 1. That's going to give T7 P6 back.
Alex Bright now in the picture, or sorry, Alex Red in the picture. As they're through the club sector, it could be, did I say Alex Bright? I am terribly sorry.
So Alex...
Sound like,
yep.
It's like Alex from RCA, isn't it?
Yeah. It sounds like Alex from Yeah, it sounds like Alex from Ruska, but it's not Alex from Ruska. It's Alex Red 93, the Italian driver.
Brain's not burning today. I just woke up.
Yeah. It's like, to be honest, when I saw your profile, I thought you were Alex. Genuinely thought you were Alex. For a while.
Let's get Alex.
Yes. Yes, you're the least chaotic guy with that profile picture. I swear to God.
If I'm the least chaotic, I don't want to meet the most chaotic.
Yeah.
Alright, well. Looks like a little bit of ground here being broken in on Jake. Once again, the Porsche really closing in as they're making their way through the carousel.
We the making hits with a pretty decent gap. So the gap for between the leader and the second place Porsche, 7 seconds. But meanwhile, though, for T7J, he's still trying to fend up before we send Nitrotech Porsche down chicane. And XM's gonna have a better run.
I believe there could be something stirring up between the two light Porsches out there, an IMRP and a Tacti. Making the way through carousel, and both Porsches pretty close to each other. Not quite in the picture of a battle though.
Yeah. 2-second gap between the Team Fight Porsches, so don't expect them to have a battle just yet. But at the moment, we're going to focus on the back of the grid.
Now, one thing I think Jake has over a good amount of these drivers here is experience. He's raced since pretty much race 1 on this track, so I think that's it's kind of his local track in a lot of ways.
Indeed, very experienced driver. He's been here since the day the track opened. So
pretty much that was 2020.
Yep.
How's that Porsche looking? The Porsche might be gaining some speed up the hill.
Yeah, T7 just didn't have the optimal gear for that.
We're closing in as they're heading into the carousel.
Everything himself peeking inside the 41. Can the purple Corvette even hold them off as Gear FX2 is spearheading the way the battle? Oh, it takes it. T7 didn't get the run. And it's going to open the door for NX to retake the position. This is pretty tight. The T6. As Gear doesn't seem to be letting off until the pit stops come. The NX nixes the wall at the exit of turn 1. That's going to open the opportunity once again for T7 Jake. So he heads down to turn 4, heading up to the carousel. And go down the inside. Can he stick? I don't think he did. I see. Oh, he nicks the wall to exit turn 5. He tries to make the hairpin. And he's still behind the Nitrotech Porsche.
Looks like things are settling themselves out for that battle for the time being. We'll see in a couple laps if anything changes.
So, Guillermo's still trapped behind the, of course, the Ferrari, the Project Endurance, the Martin, remember. Had a pretty good start. He was in the lead at one point on the first lap. Oh, he goes over the curves down to turn 3. And it's gonna, well, that cost him time. It's gonna be able to pound and go around the air.
Looks like Alex Red doing a sideways pit stop.
Oh, what's happened here? Alex Red 930 decided to make a pit stop in that exact position. Oh, he's retired.
He's left.
He's retired. My good. So that should be our first retirement of the race. As he retires that car. So that means only one BMW is left. That is the Gulter Motorsport BMW of Alcosas. He's a lap down. despite only qualified for the race, was able to race since he didn't, even though he didn't get to qualify last night, at least for me. So the Paseo sponsored Go to Motorsport BMW is on track in 8th position, is now position out after Alvarez's retirement, albeit the first car a lap down.
Looks like field's a little bit spread out by now.
It's a little spread out.
Yep. On the one side, that is pretty good for lag reasons. It does get pretty laggy here when there's a bunch of cars on track. Then again, could just be the GTI cars, which are just crazy laggy. Okay.
90 BMW wins the Tour de France spot. Rover won the second Tour de France spot like 5 years.
Okay.
Oops. Oops, I didn't realize the camera was off. Hello. Nine RC starting to roll on positive vibes. Oh, well, it's got a 2-second gap to make up.
As of last lap, they were a little bit faster, but judging by the time, yeah. So 9 and RC is going to be closing in little by little on I think that's is that Astera, I believe. Yes, it is.
Yeah, positive vibes.
Yeah, they went all the way from the back to the front. Good job on them.
Yeah. Didn't expect Coca-Cola Racing to have a decent position. So Tech Tie 007 with the fastest lap of the feature race. 51.781, good lap from the Thai driver, obviously from Taiwan. But it's all the way back in 4th position. Some 8 seconds behind from his teammate. So we should be expecting to see him again once the pit stops commence. Still strapping again to make for positive vibes. Trying to get around his teammate and up closest as they head down the chicane.
B7 Jake falls a lap down. And off screen he's fallen to 7th place.
And attorney, the original dives in the pits, so the number 12 Porsche straight into the pits, and he's overshot his pit box. So unfortunately, the Spaniard has completely overshot his pit box by a couple blocks. But otherwise, he is in his pit box. So a huge mistake from Tony Original, even though it's like 2 laps down. He's still ahead of G Wrestlers and of course the Ferrari, so nothing too major. Well, that was a major mistake. He's still ahead of the Ferrari. So,
Gap between 9RC and Astera slowly being closed down on.
So positive vibes, trying to pass the go-to Motorsport BMW. Down the inside. And gonna have the exit speed. He does. And go side by side down the chicane.
I was saying that Porsche is coming in very menacingly. Extremely menacingly. 9RC just, I don't know, at least in my POV, it's like they're lurking there like a predatory animal just about to pounce on its prey. So this is only about a second gap between those two. So something is being done by 9RC compared to last lap.
Yeah. Yeah, only a decent gap. Let's see. Yeah, positive by 7 was less than 1 second. So 99 RC starting to reel in the Coca-Cola racing Porsche.
Check the board real quickly. Yeah, by lap times, they're definitely closing in hot. Let's push his car as hard as he can, just trying to get up.
G7 check is blocking the 112 as he moves over for the 112.
Upcoast is not far behind for Jake either.
Ooh, those
Upcoast is
a little bit of a tank slap from 99 RC.
Alright, we got to the battles on the track about to happen, I believe. Release the closest cars. Upcoast is closing in on T7 Jake. The two of them about to go side by side. I thought they were, but it was just a rubber band. They're not going through the carousel. With Upcoast is about to bumper away from T7 Jake. Running it now side by side, making their way down the hill into the hairpin, and it looks like we have to wait for things to settle themselves. I think Jake has fallen back into 8th place.
So the Indonesian is slowly making up some ground in the go to BMW. Not bad for his first time here in Loans. Remember, a lot of these drivers are first times here at Loans, and T7 Jake goes straight to the pits. So gear 1 at pit lane a little times as he's completely missed his pit box by several blocks, but he's gonna go stop at the team fake pit box. Yeah, you do. It's towards the end, but otherwise are fine. So T7 Jake still in 8th.
You mentioned last time he raced a GT car on loans, he got into a little trouble. He was swapping a car during the SLC GTI race. And,
yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, a little bit of the argument sparked off between us after that, but good to see him running in another class. Hopefully this will go a little better for him.
Yeah. So 1.2 second gap between the two Porsches. So closest is really in the back of the 29 Team Fight Porsche, albeit 1 lap down. Attack Twice just not having the race of this way. He's currently 18 seconds behind his teammates, so I wonder if he's having trouble.
Oh, here's the move for second place.
Oh.
Side by side down the back straight, I believe.
Oh my
second there.
Oh my goodness.
Right on the bumper now. Here goes IMRP on Astera. They make the way through the chicane. Outside of the chicane, it looks like Astera is going to be rounded off the inside as 9RC trying to make a move through the blind line. That's when cars run through the final turn on the sausage curbs. Very unique line, very risky, and it worked for 9RC. They make the way up Faux Rouge, and it looks like it's going to go pretty well there. He's currently second place. See a car teleport right through the camera.
Classic.
Now search chance through the carousel, and I think 9RC has solidified his second place spot for the time being. Airpin coming up now.
So in the original is the lap car, he's gonna move over, and 99 RC seals the spot from Positive Vibes. Oh, big lose from Tony Original. That was a big loss down the chicane, but not so bad.
And NRC again takes the wide line on the final turn. Those are the famous quotes of Arisnetta there. That's the line that got her second place last time she was racing with the mid-car class, Mad International Touring Series. And it worked out for her, and it seems so far it worked out for 9RC. He's got to hold off Astera as they're now going through the carousel.
Positive is starting to reel in back of the 29 now as they go down the hairpin.
There's a wall top there for 9NRC. I think that's Astera now running them through, and they get back into second place.
And then up close is a lapped car. He's in the middle of it. So it's gonna have a fun time watching these two drivers duke it out for second position.
should also mention we're slowly approaching the halfway point of today's race.
This is very close, so Positive's gonna have to try to hold 99 RC off as they head down down the second sector, down the carousel, side by side for a moment there. And 99 gets the advantage as Positive tries to get the better line. He does not. As they head down, as they race down the hairpin. Oh, very close. And Positive's very close to the wall. That's the McCall line, so I like to call it. And that kind of paid off for Positive Vibes. So it's the Philippines.
Crossed over through the chicane.
So it's the Philippines versus the Philippines for second position. My goodness. But 99 RC seals that position. And 2 cars have gone to the pits and up and Sevenese and Gurem. So Gurem's completing his pit stop and NXF just finishes pit stop, so a driver change. A driver change for the first time ever at Loans. At least for the trophy. And should be Otong Shapigu, an Indonesian veteran, making his unofficial IMRP debut here at the trophy.
And to mention the only cars on the lead lap are currently the top 4. Of course, I don't think any of them pitted, so that's about to change.
Yeah, that'll change soon as once these guys start to pit. So read the main kids, otherwise let's dominate this race. Huge gap, not so huge now as it's got a gap 14.6 seconds. And Positive Vibes is starting to struggle a little bit. As he has the go-to moves for the W on his mirrors. Of course, it's in the top 5. Gurem FX2 had a pit stop. And Jay Versus has decided to retire the 45 Air Force of Ferrari, so that means no Ferraris are left. And trophy as Gurem next to the wall on the entry turn 5. He's about to get passed by Tony on track. No, he's gonna try to hold him off. He's gonna use the speed of the Aston Martin down the back straight. Down the chicane, he's gonna try to pass him on track. Gruesome as the Spaniard goes wide. Huge mistake from 99 RC allows Positive Vibes retake second. As I just realized now he basically messed up his run to turn 1. My goodness.
He did mess up on turn 1, smacked the wall pretty good up there. I actually saw it, and I wasn't sure what to say. I was surprised, frankly, as now it's out the carousel into the hairpin. And
side by side for a moment as they race down the hairpin.
That's a nice crossover.
That's a pretty nice move from Positive Vibes. He's currently the top Philippine driver at the moment. In second. No, 1, 2, 3 are Filipino drivers.
Start mentioning the blind lines like these two know what that is now.
Yeah.
They're trying to get any bit of speed. It is a risky move, and sometimes it might not work at all. But they are also, meanwhile, closing in, I think, a little bit on the leader. 2 of them only sit seconds behind. I think a lap or 2 ago they were like 7 or more. So, as they cross it over through the carousel, just maintain their side-by-side action.
This is quite gonna get tight down the hairpin. Over close. Will that move stick though for Positive Vibes? As they race down the chicane. Ooh, a little bit of a chunk cipher from Positive. Taking a while, 99 RC with a better exit. They try to pass him, but to no avail as they race down the race on the final corner. Side by side on the front straight. Oh, that was very close.
This is between side by side up the hill. They're Phil Rouge. They're gonna cross it over. I think the 99RC Porsche. He's just he's backed off a little bit. I can't. They're rubber banding, so I'm a shut.
Yeah. Attack Tide is starting to make up some ground. 18.2 second gap from the leader, the Mega Kids. It's only 13 seconds behind from teammate 99RC. So we should be expecting the Thai driver to make up some ground finally. after being well behind for at least a couple, at least for several laps. So we're about to work on lap 41.
Mind you, these guys haven't pitted yet, so they're doing something. They're doing something a lot different than the other cars. Could be just trying not to pit, just to not pit, and they got like a whole lap ahead of everyone else that hasn't pitted yet. So that's a whole 50 seconds that would have to be lost.
Yep.
So maybe in their minds they're kind of, you know, figuring out if it's worth to do a pit stop or not. I don't think you got fuel in these scenes, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No.
There's one mandatory pit stop though, isn't there?
Yeah. There's like 1 minute for pit stop. So far, at least a couple of drivers have done their mandatory pit stops. So we're still waiting on Telford to pit at all. So you look over now for the battle for P2 still.
Like car length separating those two.
It's the single car lane. Oh, Boston gets a bad run to turn 1 and it's gonna open the door for 99 RC. Attack Ty is starting to make up some ground finally. It's only 11 seconds.
I'd like to also mention, I think that gap went from 6 seconds to 4 seconds from Oceana at the lead. You know, they run side by side, making their way into the hairpin.
And starting to wheel on, read the mega kit, so the McLaren should feel that tire fall off. Oh, it's 99 RC taps the wall. The chicane.
Oh, that's a leader.
That's a big flip for a lead. For
the
our
leader is flipped.
And for our long time leader, read the manga kits.
That turns this battle for second to the battle of the lead. Here they go, they're turn 1 side by side. Now we got the excitement up.
Oh my goodness me. That's gonna turn the race around. As Read the Main Kids has a 7-second gap to make up. And now Attack Time is real again in the McLaren.
Meanwhile, for the lead, well, they were just crossing over for a little bit there. They're now through the hairpin. Again, side by side for a little bit. And looks like 99RC takes the lead of this race, secures it. But that Porsche of Astera, still keep in mind, they are racing with every bit of their energy trying to get it back. And they haven't. These two have just been going with each other the whole time, only a half second separating the two cars as they make their way up the hill.
This is exciting stuff. We've seen these guys juke it out for position. That's some great racing right there.
Back high, meanwhile, closing in on Oceana.
We the main kids struggling a little bit as Lookout, the poster for the freedom of trophy, is ruining the back of the McLaren. Huge. And wide goes the number 14 McLaren, and unfortunately the Nichibots
for the lead. Hey, there's a little bit of crossover in the chicane. Astera closing in once more. The two of these guys, there's two battles. Pick the battle you want to watch. Jeez, that's great.
As they go
both of them into pits.
Straight to the pits.
Both leaders in the pits. What about the rest of them?
So, is it going to be cash money? Who knows?
Your pole sitter now gets back to the lead, although right side by side for a bit there. There's Oceana trying to get it back. Oceana's going to fall back off of turn 1 with that mistake. Meanwhile, up in the pit lane,
and cash money.
99RC is back.
And 99RC with the cash money pit stop as he goes ahead from positive bias by a decent margin. So look back for the net leader. Attack Ty, who was nowhere near the race leaders at one point. And
99RC and Astera have yet to pit.
They pitted now.
No, sorry, I meant to say Attack Ty and
Attack Ty.
Shannon,
Read the
brain.
main case.
Sorry.
I'm
sorry.
Yeah,
my brain's not braining.
Yeah, that happens every time. So now just the two cars who are net first and second have yet to pit. So they need a catch money pit. So huge mistake from Reed Mankiewicz as he didn't get the exit that he needed for turn 1. And Tony Rizzo served the drive-through penalty even though it does not actually exist. So he's now slowing by behind his teammate on track. He's a couple laps down. Now he's 4 laps down from his Filipino teammate.
20 laps to go. We're in the last closing stage. I think we're the last third or something around that. And this is when things usually get really intense in the race.
Yeah.
All depends on whether these two are going to hold off or not. You know, every lap you run is another lap they're going to get closer to you.
Yep. Oh,
So
as
you gotta figure out.
this. Sorry to interrupt you there. That was Reed the Mankiewicz hitting a seat next to the wall and the entry to pit lane. And attack Ty as the own driver left still yet to pit.
Oh, they clipped the tire barrier.
Yeah, I saw it. He
Yikes.
hit the wall and the entry to pit lane. My goodness me.
Tacti drifting around the hairpin, as that is also a pretty well-known strategy. That just, in a way, it's actually faster to drift it than to take it normally.
Yeah.
Are they going to go into the pits? They're the last person out. They've actually made their gap a little bit bigger with the rest of the field, despite their tires being as dead as they are.
Mighty impressive effort from Attack Titan at the moment. He's a net race leader by a decent margin. Still 10 seconds. So expect Attack Titan to hit in several laps. Alright, sorry, I had to type it because someone requested seat bring from my seat from IMRP, but at the moment, Attack Thai seems to found that consistency even on old tires. So no surprises if he chooses to stay out for the next couple laps.
That gap is about the same, so they're not losing or gaining time with 99RC.
Yeah, exactly the same gap. My goodness. Their recent times are only 1/10, a 10th difference. So even though old tires,
Yeah.
99RC Attack Tires is still on the 52s, on the World 52s. My impressive effort from the Thai driver so far.
They're driving around the track like they're on a rally car, just sliding every single corner. But they're in control when they're sliding. I could actually almost argue that's four-wheel drifting. So something about their driving style just really likes these dead tires.
Yeah, these of course have a side effect though. Their tires tend to last not longer than
That's a gap that's been closed down a little bit.
9.3 seconds. So imagine Attack Titan we need to pit in a couple laps from now. Guram FX still the first for a lap down, but he's still leading the front engine car at the moment. As Opposis is trying to reel in on T7 Jake.
T7 Jake reeling up and up, coasts up the hill. Jake trying to see if he can get 6th place back. And if he goes all the way from back to 6th place without I really don't think he even practiced these cars, so this is a learning experience for him, but he's adapted actually a lot better than I have. I suck with these cars.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised T7 Jake actually adapted them real quick. And he's up to P7 from P11. That car, remind you, was P13. P13 on the grid. So a decent effort from Freedom Racing. Get the Corvette to P7. He's not the last car a lap down. He's currently the third last car a lap down. Attack time.
Stays
So-
away from the pit still.
Oh, huge sideways moment from attack time. Oh my goodness me! How are you still not spinning in attack time? I'm impressed. I'm genuinely impressed. Still
My
10
man is familiar in his car.
Yeah, it's still 10-second gap. This guy is a mad wag for saying that for so long. My goodness me. So Team Faith has sealed a 1-2 so far, as we were about to work on lap number 53.
Black Tie still out of the pits. Let's see what that gap looks like this time.
Can imagine on how that was very close for both the Team Faith Porsches. Attack time nearly hit the wall during the exit turn 1. It's still a 10-second gap. It's still a 10-second gap. So these drivers have the same, have similar driving styles. Langham obviously just lost it quite a bit.
Almost at 11 seconds actually.
It was supposed to be in 11 seconds once they crossed the line. And Attack tie might stay out for the next couple of laps, I think. When it's time to pit.
Just hope that if he spins out, that can make their strategy they're trying to run in a lot worse for him.
Yeah.
But they know how to control their car despite how loose it is. That's honestly pretty good.
Yeah, they've adapted the driving sub based on the very unusual, because of the unusually quicker.
Almost 12 seconds ahead.
Still, he's lost nothing. It's like he lost nothing. And
Car was a lot looser visibly, but
he's slightly over 3 tenths faster than his teammate, and of course this goes 4th fastest. A mighty impressive effort from the Indonesian. Put that BMW 4th fastest. And Attack time might just cruise it home for a few laps and then just pit, I think. As for working with 10 laps, 11 laps to go on my end. Yeah, it's 11 laps to go. He approaches Otong Shaikuding, who is NXF's co-driver for Nitrocheck competition. As he works his way side by side with the 47 down the carousel. He's not clear the 47. 11.1 second gap. So Attack Tie is starting to lose that gap a little bit.
nice drift through the chicane there for them. Are they gonna stay out again? Yes, they are. Yeah, as there's 10 laps to go in this race. He gets a little bit loose off the sausage curve, almost goes off track. Those barriers still grab you. So those are brutal barriers. I actually flipped a car earlier, just accidentally hitting one on that turn. So ballsy moves by Attack Tie.
Yeah, I can imagine how scary that is to have a car upside down on the tire barrier on the final corner.
That happens. You get used to it.
Yeah. And of course, his fastest once again, 52.147. He's faster than the next front engine car, which is Gear M FX2, by not so much, almost 2 seconds from that's the end of BMW. So the BMW has a bit upper hand from the Aston Martin at the moment. And Attack Tie is just staying out this whole time. I wonder if he can
Porsche on track.
I wonder if he's
Wait,
just
no,
gonna stay.
I got a little bit off put there. I thought it was a car that was frozen on track.
I thought
It's
so.
just
Yeah, Tony Original.
rubber banding.
Yep, Tony Original. Should be able to move over now from the current race leader.
There's T7 Jake been closing in on.
T7 Jake still a pretty decent gap away from opponents. He's holding P7 at the moment. The next car behind him is about 2 laps down from him. So T7 Jake can just hold on. Without any major challenge at all. And Attack has chosen to stay out again. So
I wonder if it's possible to do a pit stop on the final lap. I don't know the rules of the series. No response.
Yeah, you really can't do it on the final lap.
Yeah.
So the gap has closed down to 9.6 seconds as he heads down the hairpin trying to find his way back to the 41 Freedom Racing car a bit. T7 Jake is just holding off so far with P7. And he's gonna go in. And he's gonna go in. Attack time. Oh, he hits the wall. As he hits the wall at the same mistake as Read the Manga Kids. This time he got the worst hit. So
there's his teammate taking the lead. 99 RC.
So Team Faith has one car. There's one car in the pits, one car on the track. It's now 99 RC retakes the net lead. And Read the Manga Kids huge off at the final corner trying to catch up. It's got an 11-second gap from the next car behind him. Or ahead of him rather. So Attack Ty has met his mandatory pit stop. So that means all the cars have met their mandatory pit stop.
And RC holding off a pretty good lead here. Probably will win uncontested, I believe.
Let's watch the gap. 8.9 seconds. So 9 in RC, unless something happens, might take the win here for the inaugural trophy. And Reed is got a decent gap from Attack Type, less than 4-second gap. So he's got still got a chance to get back on the podium. No, he was from that flip. So not a bad return there for Read the Manga Kids in the Nichibot's McLaren. He definitely needs to be absolutely on the one to get back on the podium. But at the moment, 2 Filipino drivers are taking over the top 2, and Attack Thai, the only non-Filipino driver on the podium.
5 laps to go also, mind you, so this race is goes into its last few legs. A couple more times around here. Here's to see what this podium might be, because I think there might be something stirring up between Tacti and Oceana there. Podium race could be something that will come up.
So the pole sitter for the trophy led the race for obviously he's for 10 laps. Now he's in 3rd position. And Read the Mega Kids, who was our longtime leader, had a flip that cost him a lot of time. So he definitely needs to come back.
It'd be very frustrating to dominate the race and miss out on that podium. I'm sure they wanted to at least get a podium out of this.
Gap must.
Tacti is just gonna run away with it. They've actually downed the gap a couple more seconds.
So gap is extended just a bit. 3.7 second gap. As 99 RC side by side with the T7J to re-lap him. And down chicane, T7 gets a better run. So 99 didn't get the extra speed he needed for the chicane, as he cuts the chicane at the final quarter, try to get past before he won.
After to go for our leader.
So 3 laps to go. So a decent gap from up closest and Gurem. They're on the same lap. And up closest, with the speed of the BMW, might be able reel in the back of the Aston Martin. And, oh, huge! He's still got a huge gap though from the Aston Martin. As 99RC is re-lapped T7 Jake. Tech hits the wall at the exit of turn 4. Where is Read the Nine Kids? He is, yeah, it's still right there. 19.6 second gap. It should be less than 2 laps to go. Yeah. So 99RC has a 10.7 second gap. And Read the Main Kids might miss out here. Let's see. It's a bigger gap now.
Might be within the realm of possibility for Estera to be overtaken by Ty by the end of this. All it just takes is a few bad laps here, and that could be potentially the chance for Ty to end up making an overtake.
Yep.
As this time by marks the white flag in the air for 99RC.
There go white flag for the trophy. And 99RC has a pretty good race and positive by say almost 11 second gap.
Attack Ty into the wall in turn 1. It's going to be a tough one, but here to go around the carousel one last time.
99RC, who was a championship contender in season 8, was able, but ultimately failed to capitalize on the championship. But hopes in season 9 he will be back in contention as he reaches the final, as he gets to the final corner for the final time. And 99RC will take the checker fight for the first time. He is the winner of the inaugural IMRP trophy.
Now looking up for second place, it's between Estera and Ty. Ty's gonna cut the final turn, but Estera wins a tie in third with no really position gain, as Oceana makes it up in fourth place. And then we had T7 Jake finishing in 7th, 8th going to Otong, Tony in 9th, Gira finishes in 5th. Upcoast is now the last person to go and cross the line. And that's your race.
And Reed the Main Kid's huge disappointment in return. He dominated the first half of the race, only for a flip to happen, and unfortunately could not recover from that. But a sign of relief from Uram as he pips the Luther Motorsport BMW for 5th position. That was a race to remember for Uram. As Project Andrew for the first time finishes in the top 5 overall.
There's also a podium, by the way.
Yeah.
It's up there on up here, over on the pit building.
Wait. Yeah.
Okay, it's right here.
Give me a second. Park for May.
Okay, guys, Park for May is on the front stretch. Again, your finishing positions are, if they are unofficial, I guess technically, 99RC99. Astera in 2nd place. 3rd place is going to be Attack High. 4th place is going to be Oceana. 5th place is going to be Giram. 6th place will be Upcosis. 7th place is going to be T7 Shake. 8th place is Otong Shai Pudin. I probably butchered that. And 9th place is Tony Original. Great racing. Let's see what time it is.
Hopefully.
Ralph. And Jay Vissers is, I believe, the DNF. As well as outright.
Oh, Alright, we're awaiting the top 3 here on the front straight.
I think it goes the other way.
Yeah. You'll approach like this, so... Oh, they
okay.
They approach this way.
Alright. Little brainlet. If you guys are, again, if you guys want to do the podium, there's one here. It's got sparkling water. It's not, we don't have champagne out here.
Yeah. And here is your race winner. What do you mean hard? And it's Porsche domination, but not the way one wanted to, for the inaugural IMRP trophy. I don't have a pre-cam, so you probably need to take a pic.
Oh wait, here, I'll get the pre-cam. Alright. Here, I'll get the picture right now. Just line up. We just kind of adjust the shot a bit. You want a low angle or a high angle?
Low.
Low though, or just like
Yeah.
head level?
Head level.
Head level. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We got a screenshot. Alright. Good job, guys. That was a really good race there. I'll get the screenshot, I'll send it to you. Or I'll send it in one of the media channels here. IMRP Media. IMRP Photos in Media. Yeah, that's the right channel.
Alright, so we're about to approach the podium now. Here I am on podium, trying to bring in the top 3.
Alright.
Wait, let me check my notes.
If you want to give them a checker flag, you also can too. Just need backspace. It's one of those things
Yeah,
you just get through people.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yep.
Alright.
Also trophies. I'll send you guys the RBXM in a little bit. Probably at the end of the weekend.
Oh yeah, 99 give the trophy. I mean the checker flag back. Oh.
Yeah, if they want the checker flag, I can do that too.
Yeah,
It's pretty basic, but yeah.
yeah. 99 RC has the checker flag, so.
Alright. Where is Ty?
He hasn't moved yet.
Oh.
We need the national anthem because I haven't played a national anthem in like so long.
We haven't had the American anthem play today. We didn't have an American win, but we played the first few notes. I'd appreciate it.
A jumping ball. Okay. This is Bangtan. Oh my Jesus Christ. So
There's not an invention.
Philippine national anthem. Is there a Philippine national anthem that actually works at all?
On Roblox? I don't know.
Yeah.
But you have a music bot?
No. Oh
Here, I'll
wait,
play it.
I think I do have a music bot. Yeah, I do have a music bot.
Here, I'll you can find it.
I
You want instrument? Do you want instrumental?
yeah, instrumental works. Yeah.
Just gotta keep it up, and just need to do it. Awesome. Cool.
What's the? Alright, let me give me a second. So I haven't played this bot in a very long time. So
No
sorry
issue.
for the small inconvenience. Oh
No
my
issue.
god. Okay. Alright, I got it. It's time to play the Philippine national anthem for the first time in over a year. Wait. Let me restart this. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to unmute the bot. So I have to restart
Let me
the...
know my stream, don't worry.
Yeah, I have to
Ah,
restart.
alright.
Alright. Okay, so before we end this, we need to restart the national anthem.
I'll just I'll have it muted and I get out of my stream, thank you. I'm gonna probably finish up my stream here with commentary.
Alright. Alright. It's time for the national anthem for real. And it's time to spray champagne. Well, not champagne. They have the blockbuster. Okay, they finally decided to spray the whole thing. Spray it. Oh my god. Spray it. Faster. Okay, there you go. There you go. That's more like it. We just need 99RC to do the same. Oh well. That was kind of slow, but that works too. But yeah, that is it for the inaugural IMRP trophy for 2023. If you don't want to miss any action in future IMRP and IMRP field races, make sure to subscribe to the Tradition channel for more of those. But yeah, that is it for the inaugural trophy, IMRP trophy for 2023. Congratulations to our podium setters for this year's trophy. See you guys in 2024